Assalamualaikum Dr. Farah Adila and fellow classmates. Today we will be discussing our topic, which is distinguish between City Council, Municipal Council and District Council. Before we go into the details, let me briefly explain the importance of local government administration in Malaysia. Local government is the level of government that is closer to the people. It is responsible for providing basic public services, maintaining public facilities and infrastructure, regulating local development activities, and ensuring the well-being of the community. Under the supervision of state governments, local authorities also play an important role in supporting economic growth and promoting sustainable development. As Malaysia continues to develop and face various socio-economic changes, effective local government administration is essential to improve public service delivery and enhance the quality of life of citizens. That is all for the introduction. I will now pass the presentation to the next presenter to continue with the discussion. Thank you.
First, let's talk about the city population for the city area. We have the city proper. This refers to about 2.1 million core residents who live directly inside DBKL's boundaries. They rely completely on DBKL for their everyday municipal needs. Next is about people travelling in. When we look at the Greater Kuala Lumpur, including nearby area like Petaling Jaya and Klang, the total population jumps heavily to around 9.17 million people. Many of these people travel into the city every day for work or school, which puts a lot of extra pressure on our city resources. Lastly, for this part Kuala Lumpur, it's a very crowded city. It is actually the densest area in Malaysia, with over 8,500 people living in every square kilometer. Because land space is limited, the city have to expand vertically with tall buildings. This helps support public transport, but it also causes heavy traffic jams.
I will explain about population of Kajang Municipal Council. The population in this area is quite high and is constantly increased over time. According data from Department of Statistics Malaysia, the OSM comprises approximately for Kajang is 50.3% for Bumiputra, 38.5% for Chinese, and 10.6% Indian residents. It's also mentioned that working people have 72.3% for children, 21.8% and 5.8% for elderly.
I will explain the population profile of Sabak Bernam. Sabak Bernam has an estimated population of between 120,000 and 130,000 people. It is one of the least densely populated districts in Selangor because of its predominantly rural and agriculture-based environment. The population mainly consists of Malays with smaller Chinese and Indian communities. Most residents live in towns and villages such as Kinchan, Sungai Besar and Sabak Town, which serve as the main centers of economic and social activities. In terms of the local economy, agriculture remains the dominant sector, particularly rice farming, fishing and small-scale businesses. Kinchan is especially well known for its paddy fields, which not only contribute to food production but also attract tourists. However, Sabak Bernam faces several demographic challenges. Many young people move to urban areas such as Kuala Lumpur, Shah Alam and Klang in search of better education and employment opportunities. As a result, the district experiences lower population growth and aging rural population.
How does DBKL collect money to run the city? The main sources is property tax, locally known as Cukai Pintu. This is a mandatory tax collected from property owners based on the rental value of their building. Besides that, they earn from business licenses. DBKL get continuous revenue by charging fees for business licenses, billboard, advertisement, and hawker permit for food stall. They also collect building fees known as development charge. These are one-time fees paid by private developer when they start new project. This money helps the city upgrade the surrounding roads and drain. Lastly, DBKL makes money through rent and investment. The City Hall acts as landlord and collects regular rent from commercial market, lots and public housing like PPR units.
The annual income for MPKJ is to support the implementation of administrative function and development of the municipal area. The estimated assessment tax involves several districts, which is Semenyi or Beranang, Kajang, also Cheras and Hulu Langat, that collected in 2024 is RM7,747,493 ringgit. The assessment tax include the tax imposed on properties within MPKJ's administrative area, for example, residential houses, commercial land, and industrial buildings and land. Assessment tax payments are made twice of year, namely for the first term from 1 January to 28 or 29 February, and for the second term from 1 July to 31 August. Secondly, licensing and permits. These official licenses and permits are required to open all businesses such as retail, food, services, industrial and temporary stalls. This is to ensure that businesses comply with a local regulation, promoting safe, legal and orderly operation. Thirdly, parking and compound. This can improve traffic management and ensure compliance with local authority regulation. Parking zones are normally charged 50 cents per hour. There are some places in Kajang where they charge 50 cents every 30 minutes.
I will be explaining the revenue source of Majlis Daerah Sabak Bernam or MDSP. MDSP receives less than 20 million in revenue each year and relies on several important sources of income to support its development project and administrative function. The main source of revenue is assessment tax. This tax is paid by property owners within the district, including owners of residential properties such as bungalow and commercial properties such as factories and manufacturing facilities. Assessment tax is important because it provides a stable and continuous source of income that helps fund public service, infrastructure maintenance, and other council responsibilities. Another significant source of revenue comes from license and permit fee. Businesses operating within the district are required to obtain license and permits from MDSP. These include business license, temporary permits, and advertisement permits. Besides generating income, this license allows the council to regulate business activity and ensure that all commercial operations comply with local law and regulation. In addition, MDSP earns rental income from council on property and facility. This includes stalls, market, and commercial space that are rented to local traders and entrepreneurs. This source of revenue not only contributes to the council's financial stability but also supports the growth of small businesses and create economic opportunity for the local community. In conclusion, Majlis Daerah Sabak Bernam generates its annual income mainly through assessment tax, license and permit fees, and rental income. This revenue source helps ensure that the council's financial sustainability and enable it to carry out its responsibility effectively. Through this funding, MDSB can maintain public infrastructure, provide essential service, and support economic development within the Sabak Bernam district.
How does DBKL manage development? First, they use smart camera. DBKL has to put up more than 5,000 AI-powered CCTV cameras at strategic spots. This smart camera monitor traffic to reduce congestion and help keep the public safe. Second, they focus on more trees and parks. DBKLs want to achieve a 30% green cover across the city. They do this by managing urban parks and planting trees aggressively to fight pollution and cool down the hot, concrete environments. Then third is stopping floods. Because KL gets a lot of rain, flood management is huge priority. DBKL spend a lot of money on flood technology and heavy infrastructure. A great example of this is the famous Smart Tunnel, which diverts storm water away from the city centre. Finally, they promote green transport. DBKL is building more covered pedestrian walkway to connect people to transit station. And they are also setting up infrastructure to support electric vehicle or EVs.
For development level MPKJ, first of all, main focuses of MPKJ development is upgrading public infrastructure and community facilities. This facility not only increase the comfort of people but also help create a safer and more conducive environment. For instance, MPKJ has collaborated with the developer on the proposed construction of a flyover on Jalan Semenyi Bandar Tasik Kesumah to reduce traffic congestion increase road safety, and improve transport links between local communities. Secondly, MPKJ implementing digital transformation to increase efficiency in delivering services to the community. Various online applications have been introduced to facilitate community affairs. E-license is one example that people can use to check and pay for permits and licenses online at MPKJ. Through this application, it allows users to obtain their license without physically visiting the office and improve accuracy and transparency for management to tracking their status. Moreover, MPKJ empowers urban development and planning improvement for Kajang Town Centre that aims enhancing transportation system, heritage conservation and economic growth. For example, the residents of Kajang are planned to become a historic town under the federal government's development plan called the Special Area Plan. Residents have been given publicity and public participation to voice their opinion on the draft that has been prepared. According to the document, the proposal proposed 44 projects and 53.71 hectares of land to create an integrated art hub and heritage town. Finally, MPKJ implements many communities and social development programs to encourage community involvement in developing a more prosperous and sustainable environment, such as the SDG exhibition and Community Sustainability Awareness Program that are organized by MPKJ from 19 September 2025 to 21 September 2025 at BMC Mall, Bandar Mahkota Ceras to expose the concept of sustainable development of the SDGs and emphasize the balance between humans, the environment and the well-being of society.
Next, I will discuss the development initiative in Sabak Benam. One of the major development plans is the Sabak Benam Development Area or SABDA, which was introduced under the First Selangor Plan, also known as RS1. This initiative aims to transform Sabak Benam into a competitive economic growth zone by focusing on food security, agro-based industry, tourism and socio-economic development while preserving its rural identity. Another key project is the Skinchan Integrated Landing Port, which with an estimated investment of RM500 million. This project is designed to strengthen the fisheries industry by upgrading fish landing, processing and distribution facilities. It is also expected to attract investment, support maritime tourism, and create more job opportunities for local residents. In terms of infrastructure and connectivity, the West Coast Expressway or WCE has significantly improved accessibility between Sabak Benam, Kuala Selangor and the Klang Valley. The highway reduces travel time, enhances transportation efficiency and encourages investment and development within the district.
What does DBKL provide for the people? First, they provide affordable housing through PPR flats. This ensures that lower income families can still afford to live in the city despite the high living costs. Second, they maintain public parks. DBKL take care of iconic green space like the Perdana Botanical Garden, Titiwangsa Lake Garden and Kepong Metropolitan Park, giving people free spaces to exercise and relax. Third, they look after our basic needs. They build and manage everyday amenities like clean public toilets, community halls for events, and sports complexes for the youth. In conclusion, DBKL handles health and cleaning. They manage daily rubbish collection, keep the streets clean and do health inspection on restaurant and hawker to make sure food hygiene is always high for public safety.
Facilities that provided by MPKJ. MPKJ play the important roles to provide various public facilities for improve the quality of their people's life within its administrative area. MPKJ provide a public library for the community to use to gain knowledge, such as PPAS, which is the Selangor Library Corporation. Among the facilities provided in the library are multi-purpose hall, IT laboratory, seminar room, rental room for discussion, briefing room, meeting room, classroom and room for children's activities. It is also equipped with a surau, Wi-Fi, toilet, shower, plug point and printer. These facilities can help attract to the public to visit the library and can provide comfort for the public to gain knowledge. MPKJ also provides a sports complex to encourage the community to adopt a healthy lifestyle. For instance, MPKJ Sport Complex Bandar Baru Bangi is the one of the sport complex that provided for people. It includes sport complex, a race track, and a synthetic football pitch. They also rent out halls for banquet or wedding. The rental price is also worth the location. With these facilities, people can engage in recreational activity and exercise more systematically. MPKJ also developed public parks for people to enjoy and relax. Park decorated with beautiful and attractive landscape can become a focal point for the community. Taman Tasik Cempaka at Bandar Baru Bangi is the one of famous in MPKJ with 19.8 hectare park located in Bangi. The park surrounded by a man-made lake and is equipped with a skate park, playground, jogging or cycling track throughout the park. Lastly, MPKJ have several recycling centres. At this centre, people can send waste materials such as paper, plastic and glass for recycling to location that people can put their recycling item. For example, Pusat Kita Semula Community MPKJ and Pusat Kita Semula Bangi. MPKJ has organised many recycling related campaigns to encourage people to reduce waste from materials that are difficult to dispose and convert them into more environmentally friendly items.
I will be explaining the public facility provided by Majlis Daerah Sabak Bernam or MDSP. As a local government authority in Selangor, MDSP play an important role in improving the quality of life of the community by providing and maintaining various public facility and infrastructure. One of the main facility provided by MDSP is public halls and multi-purpose space. This includes Seri Nakoda Hall, Tun Razak Hall, Seri Bernam Hall and Seri Sekichan Hall. These halls can be rented for wedding, community programs and other events, helping to encourage social interaction and community engagement. MDSP also provides sports and recreational facilities such as Sungai Besar Stadium, football field, badminton court and futsal court. This facility promote healthy lifestyle and provide opportunity for recreation and youth development. In addition, MDSP is responsible for maintaining essential public infrastructure such as roads, drainage system, public cleanliness, waste collection and sanitation service. This service help create a clean, safe and comfortable environment for residents. In conclusion, the public facility and service provided by MDSP contribute to the well-being of the community and support the overall development of the Sabak Bernam district. In conclusion, district councils, city councils and municipal councils are crucial to maintaining efficient local government and offering the community vital service. They range nevertheless in terms of facility offer, level of development, annual income and population size, while the Kajang Municipal Council concentrate on balanced urban expansion and raising the standard of living for its citizens. Kuala Lumpur City Hall oversees a heavily urbanized region with more financial resources and cutting-edge development program. In the meantime, in order to support local community, the Sabak Bernam District Council placed a strong emphasis on rural development and the provision of basic public infrastructure. As a result, this decision shows that every type of local authority has unique duty and obligation that are adapted to the requirement and feature of their particular regions, promoting sustainable development and the welfare of the populace.